When you think of Ivanka Trump, what comes to mind? Is it the elegance of her jewelry collection? The power moves she's made in the business world? Or perhaps the intriguing role she played in the White House as one of the most influential presidential children in modern history? Ivanka is undoubtedly a figure who has captured the spotlight, not only as Donald Trump's daughter, but as a force in her own right. Today, let's dive deep into the fascinating life of Ivanka Trump, from her rise as a business mogul to her influence in politics, her family life, and beyond. Born into a world of luxury, Ivanka Trump is no stranger to privilege. She was raised in the glittering world of New York City, where her father, Donald Trump, had already built his empire. But even in the lap of luxury, Ivanka's journey to success wasn't handed to her. Raised with high expectations and a solid work ethic, Ivanka's upbringing set the stage for her to carve out her own path. Independent of her family's immense wealth, by the age of 19, Ivanka's name was already appearing on prestigious lists like Forbes' 100 Most Powerful Women in the World, a clear indicator that she wasn't just following in her father's footsteps, but forging her own empire. And by 2017, as her father assumed the presidency, Ivanka's role in his administration became clear. She wasn't just a daughter or advisor. She was a powerful, influential figure in her own right. But how exactly did Ivanka go from being Donald Trump's daughter to becoming a billionaire entrepreneur and trusted advisor in the White House? Let's take a closer look. Born in 1981 to Donald and Ivana Trump, Ivanka grew up surrounded by wealth, but her father, despite his fortunes, wasn't the kind of parent to simply cover her expenses. Ivanka learned independence early. In fact, her father only covered her basic tuition and living expenses, encouraging her to work hard and earn her way. In her high school years, Ivanka even worked part-time as a model to support herself, a far cry from the glamorous life many would expect for someone in her position. Despite growing up in the lap of luxury, Ivanka's parents made sure she understood the value of hard work. Her father often emphasized that success was something that had to be earned, not handed over. She didn't just attend elite schools or social events, she worked for everything she achieved. In fact, her early work experiences helped her build resilience, a trait that would become integral in her career. From the modeling gigs to her early business endeavors, Ivanka's work ethic became one of the cornerstones of her rise to success. After graduating from the University of Pennsylvania in 2004 with a degree in economics, Ivanka entered the business world. Her first job, working for Forest City Runners, a real estate company. But it wasn't long before she moved to the Trump Organization, her father's massive real estate empire. There, she quickly proved herself, rising to the position of Executive Vice President, where she took charge of real estate development and acquisitions. It was clear that Ivanka had inherited her father's sharp business acumen and strategic mind. One of her key accomplishments was playing a pivotal role in a $1 billion deal involving the Trump National Doral Miami, securing it for a mere $150 million. Did Ivanka have it easy? Maybe to some extent, but her hard work and determination allowed her to make a name for herself. And her success didn't stop with real estate. In 2007, Ivanka launched her own fashion brand selling jewelry, shoes, and clothing. By 2009, she unveiled her signature jewelry collection, Ivanka Trump Fine Jewelry, and by 2010, her footwear collection followed suit. These collections, like her real estate deals, were successful, with her brand reaching customers not just in the United States, but across the globe. But as the years went on, Ivanka found herself stepping into a role that would change the course of her life. When her father launched his presidential campaign in 2015, Ivanka took a significant step back from her business ventures to support his campaign. She became a key advisor, often described as her father's most trusted confidant. As the eldest child, Ivanka played an essential role in shaping her father's public image and political strategy. Ivanka's voice carried weight throughout the 2016 campaign. She advised her father on how to present himself as more presidential, played a role in selecting his running mate, and was deeply involved in other campaign decisions. But as her father's victory became a reality, Ivanka's role expanded beyond campaign advisor. She left the Trump organization to take on an official role in her father's administration as senior advisor to the president. And here's where it gets interesting. Ivanka Trump became the first ever presidential child to play such a significant role in the White House. In fact, her role was so influential that the media often referred to her as the true First Lady. It wasn't just her position that made Ivanka so powerful, it was the bond she shared with her father. Donald Trump often spoke of his daughter's intelligence and business acumen to his associates. There was no question. Ivanka Trump was not only his daughter, she was his most trusted advisor, and her role in the administration was proof of that. Now, let's not forget that while Ivanka made her mark in politics, she never lost sight of her roots. As a passionate advocate for women's rights, she has always sought to empower young women to pursue careers in business and STEM fields. Through initiatives like the Girl Up campaign, launched in collaboration with the United Nations, Ivanka has worked to create opportunities for women and girls worldwide. In fact, her book, Women Who Work or Rewriting the Rules for Success, became a blueprint for women seeking to balance career and family life. But as the years went on and the political landscape shifted, Ivanka made the decision to step back from public life. In 2022, she announced she would not be participating in her father's 2024 campaign. Her decision was a personal one, choosing to prioritize her young children and the family life she and her husband, Jared Kushner, had built together. So, what happened to Ivanka after she stepped away from politics? While she may have distanced herself from the political sphere, her presence in the public eye didn't completely fade. Ivanka continues to share glimpses of her life on social media, from family vacations to celebrating her children's milestones. Even without the political spotlight, Ivanka Trump remains one of the most talked about women in the world. Now, let's take a look at one of Ivanka's most impressive assets: her wealth. As of 2017, Ivanka and her husband Jared Kushner's combined net worth was estimated at $811 million, with Ivanka's wealth primarily stemming from her business ventures, including her fashion line and real estate dealings. It's no surprise that she's become a symbol of success. In fact, the couple has made several high-profile real estate purchases over the years, including a $24 million mansion in Miami's luxurious Indian Creek Village, often referred to as Billionaire Island. This mansion, complete with a sprawling swimming pool and lush outdoor spaces, is the perfect retreat for Ivanka and her family. But what about her lifestyle? Ivanka's taste for luxury is apparent in her personal collections. Whether it's a Rolex or a Cartier watch, she has a keen eye for fine things. One of her prized pieces is the Rolex Day-Date President, worth around $40,000. And don't even get started on her jewelry collection. Pieces from Tiffany & Co., Dior, and Hermes fill her collection, including a $75,000 diamond necklace from Tiffany. From her jewelry to her car collection, which includes a Dodge Ram and a classic Mercedes 220 SE Ponton, Ivanka's lifestyle reflects the luxury she's grown up with and continues to enjoy. Her cars, like her home and jewelry, are a testament to her appreciation for the finer things. But perhaps even more telling is how Ivanka balances her life between family, business, and luxury. Despite her wealth and the fame that comes with it, Ivanka has always managed to keep her family at the center of her world. Her children, Arabella, Joseph, and Theodore, are often featured in her social media posts, where she shares moments from family vacations, holidays, and celebrations. Family, after all, has always been a priority for Ivanka and her husband, Jared. So, what can we learn from Ivanka Trump's incredible journey? Her life is a reminder that success doesn't come easily, even when born into privilege. It's a story of hard work, determination, and carving out your own path. Whether in the world of business, politics, or her personal life, Ivanka has shown time and time again that she is more than just a member of a powerful family. She is a powerhouse in her own right. And as for the future, while Ivanka may have stepped away from the political spotlight, there's no doubt that she will continue to be a force in the world of business and beyond. What do you think about Ivanka Trump's rise to power and success? Do you admire her business savvy or her role in politics? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Ivanka Trump's billionaire life, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more fascinating stories, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Stay tuned for more content on the world's most fascinating figures.